All right, now we're back to our streaming audience, and we appreciate you for being here tonight. So let's go back and take a look at what it will take to win the White House. It all comes down to the Electoral College. Whoever can win at least 270 will win the election. We know that California has the most with 54, followed by Texas at 40. Now, some what ifs that we're going to take a look at, stands with a former President Trump, who has 210 right now. And again, you need 270 to win. We know that Harris follows with 113. So we know that there are several swing states. That includes Pennsylvania, Michigan, Georgia. So we want to play out, what it would take for them to actually get that.
So you're on that side. So fellas, who should we circle and see what if Harris takes them or Trump takes them? Are we looking to North Carolina, and what are the states really that right now we're watching at this point?
I would say we're looking primarily at North Carolina and Georgia, which are leading Trump at the moment. So if those went into his column, then we'd have to turn our attention to Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, and that's really where the election's going to be decided.
Let's actually see that if we can push Republican at the bottom, and then I think I can click on it. Let's see. We're working with technology. Oh,
okay. So if
gets them up to it gets them up with 52%, but it gets them up there if North Carolina gets them up to. Let's see it again. Oh.
I think you and the producer are clicking at the
same
time.
We're fighting over who has control. I'm gonna let you have control. And then if we take a look at Georgia, if we give that to Trump as well, that gets him to 242. But again, you need 270 for that. So interesting to even look at.
And then we're looking on the flip side. So I guess the question for the viewers at home, though, what are the must-need states that Trump would need to win? And what are the must-need states that Harris would need to win? Have we identified those?
It's going to be very difficult for Harris to win without Pennsylvania. That I think is the first state that would be too much for her to handle in terms of not being able to. I mean, you have to run the board on all the other swing states.
And do we want to kind of look in closer to see what Pennsylvania? We'll take the what if off. And we'll go ahead and look at U.S. President to see. Well, they're doing it for us.
The producers got it.
We have too much power in our hands with this
we got remotes, we got stylists, we got a little bit of everything in our hands.
They've given us too much. Okay, let's see what's happening in Pennsylvania right now.
Right now, looks like
so 62% of the precincts are reporting, which is a decent number of precincts, and Trump is ahead, but not by too much. So. It could go a different way, right?
Yeah, so Pennsylvania, you might recall from 2020, it took several days for it to be resolved. They didn't really change anything about how they count votes there, and so they don't start counting all the mail-in ballots until the polls open today, so they'll probably be one of the slowest counting states. They're only at 62% now, and so I think this state in particular, I would encourage patience to see where it ends up.
Ooh, patience is key with all of this.
Well, and it looks like we're kind of edging a little bit more toward 10 o'clock. I want to thank both of you for coming in. Any last thoughts from either of you just tonight as we kind of move in? I know it may be the wee hours of the morning before we truly know who is going to be president, or even into the next few days. Either of you have anything, some last parting words?
I would just encourage folks, the way that the results come in, it may look like a candidate's ahead or behind, but all the votes have been cast. It's just a matter of counting them up. And so, again, back to this question of patience. I know it's hard to do, but I think at this point, that's all we can do is wait for the folks that do a great job counting these ballots, that administer our elections, to do their job, and we'll know the winners soon enough.
Yeah, my first thought is just to thank the viewers because they're the ones out there voting. And voter turnout's extraordinarily high this year, and that's what it takes, people doing their civic duty for democracy to function. If people don't vote, you don't get good democracy. If people vote, then politicians feel that they're going to be held accountable, and that accountability is what keeps them in line.
Very good point. And hopefully we'll have some more time to be able to come back and discuss a little bit more, but if not, it's been a joy talking with y'all tonight.